morning, guys. Alright, let's talk about this store. And my battery's going to die. Alright, take two. So my Society6 store is finally up. So let's talk good and bad. Good. This site is super easy to use. There's some really cool options. After you post the artwork for the print, they give you a list of all the other things that you can make with that artwork. And one of the things that you can make is coffee cups. So I decided to do that for my Just Keep Going logo because I thought that was actually a pretty good idea. Just keep going for your coffee in the morning so you can just keep going. Another thing that was pretty cool was that the pricing is made very easy. So on your art prints, you get to decide what your markup is or what your profit is. And then for all of the other items, they tell you how much they give you. So all of the other items outside of the prints are a set price. So that makes that super easy. You don't have to think about how much a coffee cup is worth. But the pricing for the prints is made pretty easy too. So what it does is it gives you the base price. The price that Society6 needs to make it worth their while. And then you can either put in your profit that you want, and it will calculate what the price that everyone else is going to see is going to be, or you can decide what you want the final price to be, and then they will do the math and figure out your profit. This worked out really well because I am one of those people that wants the print to be a even dollar amount. I don't want any of this $12.99 stuff. It's either going to be $12 or it's going to be $13. How about some cons? It's pretty difficult to get your stuff in standard size prints. They put an inch wide border on each edge of your artwork. So that means that if you want to sell a print that's 8 by 10, which is a standard size, you need to upload artwork that's 7 by 9. For 3 of the 5 pieces that I have up, I designed them in 8 by 10. But I either had to resize them or just deal with the sizes that they gave me, which are not 8 by 10. So for example, my Tiny Teal Monster, which I designed in 8 by 10, is now offered in 7 by 10, or 6 by 9 with an inch round border around it. I don't really understand why they do that. In the future, I'm going to have to think about how I'm designing a piece so that when I post it up there, and they add their inch wide border around it, that it comes out to a standard size. So at the moment, none of my prints are what I consider to be a standard size, which might affect it when people want to frame them. They're going to have to do some trimming, and I always like things to be as easy as possible. Another issue I have, they don't make it 100% clear the items that are available to make your prints into and the items that aren't. So for example, I posted this artwork because I thought they would make good greeting cards. All I do is look back on every social situation and think, boy, did I do that wrong. Kind of feels like a good I'm sorry card, you know, like I messed up. And I've seen cards on Society6, so I knew that they made them. So I uploaded the artwork, and then they put some items into sections. So there wasn't a separate section for greeting cards. It was lumped in with the phone cases and phone skins. So it said phone cases, phone skins, and greeting cards. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'll upload the artwork there. But they didn't make cards out of it. They just made phone cases and phone skins. And the phone skins looked okay, but I don't really think it's a good artwork for a phone. And the phone cases were off-center. And I wasn't sure why that was. Because the artwork isn't off-center, and the skins looked fine, but the cases were off-center. So I had no cards, which is what I wanted in the first place, and then 2 items which I didn't really want, and one of them that didn't even look very good. So I cut those out. So there's no cards for that one. I don't know why the cards didn't show up. I don't know why they didn't offer that. I'm sure there's a good reason, but I don't know what it is, and I always like to know the reason that they do stuff like that. Long story short, it's not a perfect solution, but I feel like it's a great way to have your artwork up quickly. So for me, because I don't have inventory built up, and I don't have the money to just buy a ton of prints and hope that they sell well, this really helps me out because it allows me to make a little bit of money if somebody wants to buy something without me having to buy a ton of prints. But it also helps me gauge a little bit of interest. So if I make something and it does really well in Society6, I know that I could probably make some nicer prints of it myself and sell it at like local shows and local fairs, and that hopefully it will do well. So that's it. This is the video. It's going out late. What are you gonna do? Bye!